Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the inaugural episode of the Carl Farm Man YouTube channel. My name is Carl Nielsen, and I farm vegetables in the Salinas Valley of California. Anyway, I just returned home from school. It's long awaited for winter break. And well, the first thing on the list, we're going to be doing some subsoiling in this field right here. Now, the point of this operation is to really fracture the soil. Always check the oil, by the way, first. Got to do that. Look at that, we're good to go. Anyway, the point of this operation is to fracture the soil and make sure the water can get through the root zone so the plants don't drown. Alright, now that we got the tractor up and running, just gonna go back and take a look at the ripper. This ripper, get it in the frame there you go. I don't know how old it is. It's old though. It's an Alice Chalmers before Domrey's bought them. This is a 3-shank, 44-inch spacing, and we're going about 30 inches deep in the ground. Really trying to break up that hard pan made by the disc. Beautifully functioning hydraulic cylinder we have here. Definitely not leaking. That's irrelevant. Now really what we're looking for here is just to make sure the points, the points are all good to go. And it appears to be that they are. We're good to go. Now what these shanks and points are is they're steel, they're hardened steel, but they're bohrium hard face, because this ground we got here, this is the Cantro. It's basically decomposed granite from the Sierra granite shelf, and it wears through steel like it's butter. So you put bohrium on there and you're good to go. A lot of guys have chrome hard facing now, and that's nice, but it's expensive and money doesn't grow on trees. So yeah, I probably already said this, but this is an 8RT 370. This is our 4th one. We just bought a 5th one. Number 2 actually exploded a few years ago in a fiery inferno, which was unfortunate, but you know, things like that happen, and we just turned in number 1. So there is that to consider. That's a chisel to be featured in a later video. All right, so I've got our implement profile set up, and I've got our field profile set up. We don't have predetermined field boundaries because most of them are just squares that are about 10 to 15 acres. And so we just kind of do it on the fly. So I'm gonna go around the field and make my headland boundaries, so when it comes time to do my headlands, I could just lock onto a track and make it a lot easier. And then we'll start working the middle. All right, I got my headland track set up, and now we're ready to get going on our angles here. So I'm just gonna add a new track, good old auto B method. Yeah, track 1 will do. And we've already set A. And we've already got the ripper in the ground. So I'm just gonna give her a go. Try not to kill it, give it some little, not kill it. There we go. All right, we're going. We're at our first pass depth. As you can see, ignore the squiggle, okay? That's irrelevant. Holding the camera and driving is hard, okay? Believe it or not. All right, well, we've started our first pass here. We got most of this corner done. I'm working out from the corner. I'm gonna do the first pass that way. We rip in an X, so we're gonna run 2 passes. Rip this first pass corner, and then I'm gonna work out a little bit, come over here, and then after I do that, I'm gonna work the corner the other way in the X, so then I can do these headlands over here, so in case another disc needs to come or something like that, they can start. Not sure what the schedule's looking like. Like I said, I haven't been here. but I just got put on this tractor for the time being. All right, I'm just gonna get out and check what we got going on here. Just as far as soil fracturing, my nose just started bleeding. Anyway, sorry about that. My nose just started bleeding, so that's not good. But, oh right, fracturing. Shoot, I'm just trying. All right, so as you can see here, you know, we're building some good clods here. We're getting down relatively deep, breaking up this compaction layer. I've got this corner done, and I'm gonna keep working out that way. See that? That's an OSHA approved igloo. Okay, Cal OSHA right there. That's high dollar stuff. Okay, I tell you. I mean, we got serious operation. As you can see, we're not pulling it all the way to the frame. I'll pull it to the frame on the second pass just to prevent the tractor from dying a slow and painful death. But we're still going relatively deep. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero años, felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Yo, turning, singing, and filming at the same time. This is absolute madness. Felicidad. All right. Well, the sun's going down, as you can see. You're getting blinded. That's okay. As you can see here, we've almost got the corner done for the first pass. And I'll keep pushing. So just a little more background on what we got going on here. This is coming out of garlic. I don't know what it's going into. It's probably going into broccoli or lettuce. I'm not quite sure, but it's coming out of broccoli. And before, we ran 3 passes over it to knock down the beds and break up the residue with a 15.5-foot John Deere PK offset disc and a 16-foot Schmeiser Tillin pack, pulled by a John Deere 8370 RT, I believe 2021 model. Now after we're coming back, because not only does the disc create a plow pan, but we also got to deal with the compaction followed by the garlic harvesters, and so that's what we're doing here, trying to maintain the better soil profile, and we're trying to get that drainage with the ripper. All right, first pass corner is complete. We have begun the second pass, and we're ripping it in an X just to take care of any slicing that's occurring rather than fracturing. Because fracturing good, slicing bad. Slicing is not what we want, and we have at least a little bit of moisture in the ground, so there is potential for slicing. But this is Salinas. We don't wait for the ground to dry. That's lame. No, impatience. We don't care. Well, we do care. Don't yell at me. But like, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we're about done with the second pass in this corner. And then I'm gonna start getting to work on the headland, or the north headland. So that would be right along this road. Alright, well I've just about finished up the second pass of the headlands. I only do 2 next to the sides of the field because the angles are so sharp with the road that there's not a lot of turning space. You only really need 2. But now I'm going to work my way back on the second pass to where I stopped on the first pass, and then do the rest of the first pass. Guys, I can literally hear the ripper creaking. The ground is so hard, okay? This is bad news. Alright, well, I'm back working on the first pass again. Finished up that whole corner, side, and headland situation. Got the lights on, sun's down. Beautiful sunset we had today. It was quite incredible. Not a lot of clouds. Pretty particular for, usual. Pretty usual? Is that the word I want? Probably, I don't know. Pretty usual for this time of year. Not a lot of clouds. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to this episode. Got to show you at least 2 of our 19 passes of tillage that we do on our operation. Hopefully I'll get to show you the other 17 at some point. But the sun's going down. I don't really feel like driving in the dark today. So I am going to go home and sleep for a really long time. I've been on a plane all day, and I didn't like that very much. But yeah, don't really want to drive in the dark. And yeah, thanks for watching. Deuces. All right, as you can see here, we have our beautiful field ripped in an X-like fashion. Wonderful fracturing. I almost fell over and died in that hole. Wonderful fracturing. Wonderful fracturing. And yeah, lots of drainage here. And so we'll probably get a good crop next year. You know, I'm liking this. We also leave our tractors in the field because we don't have time to take them to yards. Because we're weird and we are from California. And also, look at the sunset. It's so pretty. All right, bye for real this time.